there again. I'm back for my 14-week bump date. I'm just gonna do my bump date real quick, and then at the end I'm gonna do some of the gender prediction stuff. So I thought it would be fun to do kind of early to kind of get it out of the way and so I don't forget to do it. But here we go. This week the baby's the size of a peach, which is about a little over 3 inches long. And this baby I've been actually carrying high. It's been right under my belly button. I know at my first trimester ultrasound it was literally right under my belly button, whereas like my other 3 children have been lower off to one side or the other, and so that's been different, which is also probably one of my symptoms where I'm having to breathe harder already, which is fine. I'm just, not used to this so early. And I'm still only at 156 pounds, which that's at my home scale, so it may be a pound or 2 off, but still it's only 6 to 8 pounds so far. So I'm not too worried about it yet, because there has been plenty of times where I'm just like, I can't eat anything, but I have been trying to drink plenty of water. This is another symptom of mine, a little TMI, but my urine is finally back to a clearer color, and because it was kind of worrying me that I was getting too dehydrated, which I probably was, because we were outside a lot doing a VBS and stuff. So, but now it's clear, and I've been still drinking, trying to drink as much as I can. Actually, the last several days it's been close to 100 degrees outside, so my body's automatically just like, I need more, even though I've not been outside. I really tried to, just because of other health problems, I really try not to be outside when it's that hot, because it gives me headaches and causes me to black out. So I just try to avoid the heat if I can. And I'm trying to think. With the headaches has come a little bit of nausea. Still haven't been able to eat like just whatever I want. Only a little bit here and there, which is, I guess, better for you to eat little meals multiple times a day. I'm trying to think of anything else. Can't think of anything symptom-wise. Not too much has been going on other than just being tired, hot. Which in South Dakota it's just now starting to get, in the 90s and close to 100 this week, so it's kicking my body in the butt, so I'm just trying to fluctuate what I am doing for that. No cravings necessarily. I've had some kind of aversion to hamburger meat. Hamburgers, if they don't have a lot of grease, still I can eat those if they don't have a lot of grease in them. Otherwise, hamburger meat just doesn't settle well with me. Meat in general. I have been craving still fruits and vegetables. That is one thing. I went through like 3 containers of strawberries this past week. I think it was last week actually, in just like 2 or 3 days. I went through no, it had to be in like 5 containers, because we already had 2, and then my husband went and bought 3 more. I went through that fast, which granted some of those were just bad because we live in South Dakota and we just don't have like good fresh fruit. But I would cut them up, sprinkle some sugar on it, and drizzle some chocolate syrup, and it was so good. And I still probably could eat a ton of those. It's just my thing right now for some reason, but I guess semi-healthy, right? So that's pretty much it for this past 2 weeks and cravings and all that. So I'm gonna go ahead and go on to the gender prediction stuff. Sorry if I'm looking down at my paper. Okay, let's say boy versus girl. If it's You know, most people know if it's under 100, if the heartbeat is under 140, it's a boy. If it's over, it's 100 or 140, it's a girl. Which for my boys and my girl, it was actually opposite. That's been one thing where I feel like it's going to be a boy this time. Just because its heart rate has been 165, 168, 170. It's been way up there every time. Still within normal, of course. But it's been pretty high every time. And actually, in my ultrasound, it was a very active little thing. And that's another thing. I think it's a boy. I'm pretty sure at my ultrasound I saw a little thing. By your fourth child, you know, most people, well, like me, I'm interested in that kind of thing. So, like ultrasound tech type things. So, I always look to see if I can see anything. But I'm pretty sure I saw a little thing. But, you know, it could have been the umbilical cord or a little toe moving because it was pretty hyper. Granted, I did just have a Dr. Pepper before we went in, which was bad, but my sugar was really low and I was getting really shaky, so I needed something to drink and eat. But anyways, so it's been over 140, so that would put 1 point for a girl. If your weight gain is distributed outward, like just your belly, that is a boy. Or if you bulge at your hips and your back, that goes to a girl. And that is definitely where I am bulging, is at my hips. And I still have just this little roll because my stomach's not firm yet, because, you know, baby's not that big. So I still have this little, you know, love handle and little chunk thigh or hip area. So that would be a girl. That's 2 for a girl. If your belly is basketball shaped or watermelon shaped, or basketball is a boy, watermelon is a girl. And I would definitely say this time it is watermelon. It's more straight out from my stomach. So I would say that's a girl. Let's see. The ring test over your hand, where you like follow your fingers for each child. It's supposed to, you know, swing or circle. And that test was for I said boy this time. Let's see, ring test over your stomach, where you just hold it over and let it, you know, hold it still and let it spin or swing. That was for a girl. So, I don't know. Morning sickness or no sickness is for a girl, no sickness is for a boy. And I definitely hasn't had nausea since 3 weeks. I've had nausea, so that is definitely a girl. If you have glowing skin, that's a boy. If you have breakouts and stuff, that's for a girl. And definitely would say a girl. I did the same thing with my daughter. And the boys, actually, my skin was clear, those 2. So maybe that part is true for me. I don't know. Let's see. Dry skin is for a boy. Soft skin is for a girl. And I've actually, even though like I've had breakouts, like my skin is, my arms, my, you know, everything is, it's really soft. Don't know why. Let's see. Bright yellow urine is for a boy. Dull yellow is a girl. And mine definitely has been a dull yellow, some points almost a brown, which is just part of the dehydration thing. So definitely a girl. Let's see, that's 3 for boy and 1, you know, the rest have all been girl. Let's see, sweet food is girl, salty or sour is for a boy. And I definitely have wanted more sweet than I have wanted salty, but I definitely, which I also think is part of just my history, I need a lot of salt in my diet. Because my blood pressure is so low. I had a neurologist and stuff tell me a few years ago when I had my second son that I needed to have more salt in my diet. So I think that's just part of it. But it's not like I crave things salty. I crave things sweet. So I just know my body needs the salt, so I put salt on everything. Let's see. If you're happy, that's for a boy. If you're moody or emotional, that's for a girl. And I've not been like, I guess I've been a little moody, but I've been more emotional, like crying, and which is not that big of a deal really to me because I was on Zoloft and I've stopped taking it some just because I feel like the extra hormones was making my teeth hurt, and that's a whole nother story. My teeth and ear, they just need work. But I felt like that when I was taking it, my teeth were hurting more, my teeth in my ear. So I would take it several days and then not take it. And it felt better. And I know I don't feel like I did when I first started taking the medicine emotionally. So I feel like I'm okay right now. I know if I get to the point, and I've recognized the points or, warning signs type thing, if I need it, then I'll start taking it again. But yeah, I've been okay without it right now. Headaches is a boy, no headaches is a girl. I definitely have had headaches, so that is a point for a boy. And just a few more. If you carry low, it's a boy. If you carry high, it's a girl. And I definitely am carrying high. My belly is just more up and has been since I popped out. So that's a point for a girl. If you have cold feet, that's a boy. If you have warm feet or like your feet just temperature wise just stay the same, that leads for a girl. And mine is definitely warm. My feet are always hot. So that's definitely a point for the girl. Excuse me. If you're older, if the next oldest sibling is interested in the baby or your belly and that type thing, that leads for a girl. And if they're not interested, that's a boy. And the next oldest is my 18-month-old daughter. She is definitely getting where she's more and more interested in it. Anytime she sees my belly, she climbs up on me. If I say, "Oh, careful, baby, you're gonna hurt the baby. You gotta be easy on the baby," she's like, "Oh, baby," and then she has to lift my shirt and see it. And part of it, I think she's confused about my belly button compared to the baby, but she's interested. She's been actually kissing my kissing my belly, and things like that. So, yeah. And the last one is if your gums don't bleed, it's a boy. If your gums bleed, it's a girl. And that's actually one of my first signs of pregnancy is gums bleeding. Now that my gums bleeding has continued, so I'm gonna say that is for a girl. With the boys, I remember when I first got pregnant, my teeth started bleeding, but it tapered off where it wasn't doing it anymore. But with Shelby, my 18-month-old, and this one is just continued to bleed, so that's a point for a girl. So that's all the ones I have, just randomness, and sorry about all the jabbering on, but that's what I have for now. And I'm recording this on Tuesday, 4th of July, so I'm going to tell y'all happy 4th of July and be safe, be careful, have a good time. Also remember what 4th of July is really about, and thank a soldier, present or past, or even maybe future, if they're enrolling. I have lots of family in the military, and I appreciate what they do for our country. But just, again, just be careful and be safe, and y'all have a great day. Bye.